First at 4, day one of a new school year is in the books for thousands of students, with the exception of Northside ISD. Students there still have a week until classes start. As Eyewitness News reporter Jeremy Baker shows us, it didn't keep many of them from seeing teachers and administrators today. Jeremy?
That's right. This is a very quiet Dr. Martha Mead Elementary School in the Northside ISD. This roundabout will be full of buses and parents waiting to pick up their kids in a week when they head back to school next Monday. Some of the kids I spoke with today said they're ready to hit the books, others not so much. But the parents and teachers I spent time with today said they are forging connections today they hope will linger into the first day of the school year.
This is Northside!
The first day back to school for Northside teachers kicked off with the pep rally in the Holmes High School gym, complete with the Star-Spangled Banner from Holmes alum Marina Garcia. But then it was off to the races for these Sul Ross Middle School educators to start the 7th annual block walk.
We consider ourselves a family at Ross Middle School, and what better way than come out here and make the connections, build the relationships with our families, and continue that relationship and bring them onto the campus, and then us coming to them as well.
They love seeing the teachers. That's what makes the connections there with the teachers and the parents as well.
Along with that connection, information for families to make that summer to school transition a little easier.
If you want to come hang out at Ross and meet your teachers, and you'll get your school schedule and everything, so you can find where your classes are.
Today's block walk had special meaning for Ross Middle School's principal, Faustino Ortega.
I used to teach Bible study here when I was in middle school, and then afterwards we would come and play basketball here at the basketball courts. We had a lot of fun, and it was some great experiences, and it brings back a lot of memories as I walk through here for the block walk.
He hopes that connections made today.
Hi, is Sammy here? Hi. Are you coming to Sul Ross?
Will carry over into the school year.
You have your uniform and everything, you have your backpack.
They inspire us, they teach us everything that we need to know.
It's kind of good to remind us that we're gonna have to be there soon.
But no block walk is complete without a hug.
Thank you! Oh my gosh, I needed this!
And there were a lot of hugs today, that's for sure. Over 700 principals, teachers, and also elected officials participated in today's block walk that they hope will strengthen relationships between the school staff and students, increase student attendance, and also parental participation. Live on the city's northwest side, Jeremy Baker, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.